So Joe.Groot commented on one of my Hinder videos and asked me if I was going to do a review of a Chris Reeve knife or two. And the answer is going to be absolutely yes. I've got most of my Chris Reeve collection, not actually all of it here. And I have owned Impindas. I have owned, I've got all their fixed blades as well. But I am a big fan of Chris Reeve knives. You can see here I've got, my two Incosi's, large and small with inlays. I've got my large and small Sabenzas, which I talked about in another short. I've got an inlaid Sabenza here with this Insingo blade, a large one. I would love to get a small to pair it, to pair with it at a certain point. Sorry for that alarm there. And then I do have an Umnumzon. I've got a Tonto one as well. These will all be getting reviews at some point. Big fan of Chris Reeve as a brand. Big fan of their level of fit and finish. I love the way they design their knives. There's lots of great subtle details, whether it is, the really refined ergonomics of the Sabenza, and I do absolutely love their hollow grinds, whether it is these really just heavy duty, locked in ergonomics of the Incosi, or whether it is the more neutral ergonomics, but the insanely good blade with this taller hollow grind that you get on the Umnumzon. As a brief preview, I already mentioned, I think, the large and small Sabenza are definitely two of my favorite knives on the entire market. The Incosi, I think, is a very cool, very interesting knife. It's a knife that I actually end up using quite a lot, though I do think the thicker blade stock is a little bit unnecessary and hurts the cutting performance a little bit more than I'd like. The Umnumzon is an interesting one because the Umnumzon absolutely love the blade. The sliciness you get out of this hollow grind with a blade this tall is ridiculous. Don't love the handle of the Umnumzon nearly as much. I wish it had a few more scalps, wish it had a few more contours. I don't find that it locks my hand in as much as I'd like. Fit and finish of Chris Reeve knives, exceptional across the board. Everybody knows that. And they are truly knives that wear in, not wear out. So I'm going to have full reviews on every single one of these, but as I've gone through my knife collecting journey, my collection is expanding and contracted many times. I have always had a roster of Chris Reeves at the center of the collection. That's because I do just think that they are some of the best knives on the market. So reviews coming up, and they will be quite favorable across the board.